Nexus² from Refx is a sample ROM-based synthesizer, often called a rompler. Yet Nexus² has so many great features and a fantastic audio engine, it really redefines the terms rompler and factory presets. Nexus² has a massive factory preset library with over 1,000 patches, ready to go, all crafted and designed by some of the world's best sound designers and hit-making producers. My name is Mike Acosta, and this is Nexus². The streamlined interface within Nexus² offers easy access to every parameter directly from the central display. The Library tab is where you browse the presets and any additional expansions you may have added. The library browser in Nexus² is divided into two main parts. The column on the left displays a list of sound categories and any added expansions. Highlighting a category here will display its preset contents in the right-hand column. Simply choose the preset you want by double-clicking on it. You can also use the previous Next button in the top right corner of the preset name. Nexus² features quick load times with very little CPU usage. With the huge factory library and the ever-growing expansion library, you'll always have the latest cutting-edge sounds being used in all the top charting songs for all types of genres. With some presets containing up to 4 layers, just one instance of Nexus² can sound like 6 instruments. Let's take a listen to just a few. As mentioned earlier, a Nexus 2 preset can consist of up to 4 layers that make one huge sound. Clicking on the Mix tab in the central display can access these layers. At the top right of the mix screen is the feature matrix. It shows the structure and signal flow of the currently selected preset. The numbers to the left, 1 through 4, show the used layers within the current sound. The 6 slots on the lines show you which modules or effects are activated for each layer. You can activate or deactivate single elements by clicking on them. The current preset we have loaded has 4 active layers for a really big sound. You can toggle the entire layer on or off by clicking on the respective numbers. You also have control over each layer's volume right below with panning and transposition. Nexus 2 has superior effect engines with stunning effect presets. This is not your average ROM synth. From the main interface of Nexus 2, you have access to a filter modifier, which proportionally modifies the filter of all 4 layers within a preset. You also have an additional multi-mode master filter with variable slopes. The master filter is applied to the entire output signal and is typically used for filter fades, where the cutoff is slowly increased or decreased during intros or breaks. Nexus 2 even has a master reverb from Arts Acoustic and a master delay. The delay has variable delay types such as ping-pong for extremely wide stereo effects and cross delay where the left and right channels are swapped at each note iteration. If that's not enough, Nexus 2 has 6 insert effect slots with 13 effect types that are accessible by clicking on the Mix tab from the central display. The first 2 effect slots are labeled I1 and I2. They come before the master reverb, while effects 3 and 4, which are labeled M1 and M2, are post-reverb, meaning they come after the master reverb in the entire effect chain. Just over to the right, you have the master limiter to help prevent audio clipping, and in the right column is your master 4-band parametric EQ to help shape and sculpt your sound. The flexibility of placing an effect before or after the reverb can yield different dynamic results, and is definitely a great feature of Nexus 2. Let's take a quick listen to a couple of effects. Clicking on the Library tab in the upper right corner will display a list of all dedicated effect presets. Any changes to the effects or their presets can be saved as your own custom effect preset for use on other Nexus 2 sounds. Most modern software instruments offer multiple ways for presets to be controlled and automated, allowing you to create dynamic movement within the sound. Nexus² gives you that flexibility with the Mod Matrix. Clicking on the Mod tab from the central display gives you access to the Mod Matrix. The right half of the mod screen is used for the Mod Matrix and editing of the two LFOs. Assigning controllers in the Mod Matrix is very simple. If I want to assign the mod wheel of my keyboard to the master filter's cutoff, all I need to do is click on the left row to select the source MW for mod wheel, and then click on the right to set the master cutoff as the destination. You can choose between 80 different modulation destinations. Nexus² offers a very intuitive and powerful programmable 32-step arpeggiator. Click on the ARP tab from the central display. To activate the arpeggiator, click on the button located in the left column's mode section. The arpeggiator also comes loaded with its own presets. You can, of course, program your own patterns with the ability to shuffle and pitch notes. There's even a really cool strum mode for guitars. Nexus² offers another creative way to liven up your sound. For adding great rhythmic gating effects to pads and leads, the trance gate reigns supreme. Here we have a simple drum track with two instances of Nexus², one for the synth bass and one for the synth chords. Let's take a listen. Now let's activate the trance gate on both instances of Nexus² by clicking on the TG tab from the central display, and then clicking on the button in the left column's mode section. This will dramatically change the feel of our synth parts with little effort. The trance gate has its own presets to choose from by clicking on the Library tab in the right column. For the bass synth, let's choose one of the delayed presets. This will gradually bring the gating effect in over time. For the chords, we can customize our own trance gate pattern up to 32 steps. The EXT tab in the right column gives you access to the trance gate's delay, fade in, and shuffle. Now let's take a listen to the tracks with the trance gate engaged on both instances of Nexus². Nexus² comes with over 1,000 presets, and if that's not enough, you can add on to your arsenal of sounds with Nexus expansions. Everything from orchestral cinematic scoring and industrial soundscapes to hip-hop, dubstep, electro, and house are covered in the Nexus² expansion libraries. All Nexus² expansions can be purchased from the refx online store. No matter what DAW host you choose to work in, or whatever funky type of mood you may be in, Nexus² adapts to it. How, you may ask? Nexus² comes with 8 bundled skins that allow you to change the color theme of the Nexus² plugin. Sorta like pimping out your plugin. All in all, there are 12 different skins bundled in packs of 3 that can be purchased through the online refx store. My personal favorite is this one, the Bill Kill skin. Nexus² is compatible with the following plugin formats and supports full 64-bit operation: VST, audio units, and RTAS for Pro Tools. Nexus² truly is an amazing ROM synth plugin for your studio or live use. With all the great sound expansions available, huge factory preset library, and of course, its simplicity, Nexus² is sure to be the center of all your musical needs. It's time to start making music, and the connection between you and your musical ideas is Nexus². My name is Mike Acosta, and thanks for watching. To purchase Nexus² and view additional micro-tutorial videos, please visit refx.com. That's refx.com.